Hollywood insiders, why Otis was the funniest character on Martin. Welcome back to Hollywood Insiders. Today we are putting the 2026 spotlight on one of the most abrasive, yet beloved, characters in sitcom history, Otis the security guard, portrayed by the legendary Martin Lawrence. Otis is the strict, pot-bellied, and hilariously aggressive security guard known for his old-school uniform and tough guy attitude. From his melodramatic attempts to keep order to his legendary one-liners, Otis became a scene stealer throughout the first 4 seasons of Martin. In this episode, we dive into the creative genius behind Otis's unique walk and voice, classic moments, including his 5 to 10, threat and his time as a bodyguard for Gina and Pam, why this character remains a fan favorite in 2026. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Hollywood character spotlights. Otis the security guard provided some of the most memorable recurring. Martin frequently referred to Otis as Old Man, which always infuriated. Otis, a classic recurring gag, involved Otis physically challenging anyone who dared to call him old, often involving him comically puffing out his chest and getting into a defensive stance, asking, "I got to be an old man, huh?" The bodyguard role in the season for episode The Bodyguard. Gina and Pam are placed in a witness protection program and, to their dismay, are assigned Otis as their personal security. The entire episode features hilarious scenarios with Otis taking his job far too seriously, much to the ladies' annoyance. WZUP encounters. Otis often appeared at the WZUP radio station where Martin, Gina, and Pam worked, kicking people out, telling them to keep moving, and causing general chaos with his loud, authoritative voice and rigid adherence to minor rules. Physical comedy. Any scene with Otis or Gina and Pam after they are relocated by the witness protection program. No Justice, No Peace Season 2. Episode Shredder. Otis steals the wardrobe and signature swagger. Edna Mama Payne, Martin's overprotective, mustachioed mother who frequently clashes with Gina. Dragonfly Jones, a hilariously incompetent martial arts instructor who consistently loses fights to his student Kenji. Roscoe, a mischievous, snotty-nosed kid from the neighborhood who enjoys tormenting Martin and Gina. Elroy Preston, a jovial, singing auto mechanic whose catchphrase is "Don't you know no good." Bob, an overly energetic, white-faced marketing executive and co-worker of Gina at the PR firm. King Beef, a danger performances. The Bodyguard Season 4, Episode 14. This is considered the definitive Otis episode. After Gina and Pam witness a bank robbery, the Witness Protection Program assigns Otis as their personal bodyguard. Memorable moments include Otis arguing that their current home is the perfect secret location to persona to interrogate travelers and deliver lines like, "Just because you got a head like a bullet don't make you a big goddamn boy." Martin Lawrence's characters and Martin created some of the most enduring catchphrases in sitcom history. While Otis has his 5 to 10 inches threat, the other 8 recurring characters each contributed their own iconic lines that remain popular in 2026. Martin Payne. The show's protagonist is responsible for the most widely recognized phrases. "Damn Gina," his go-to exclamation for frustration before he got knocked out. "Get in line, punk," his aggressive command to his student or anyone challenging his authority. Other notable lines. Elroy Preston, "Don't you know no good?" The jovial mechanic's favorite rhetorical question. Roscoe, Martin loved the kids. a sarcastic line the neighborhood kid would use to manipulate Martin. Beyond the main characters when he stepped through the door, OTAS, the loud, hilarious, overly aggressive security guard played perfectly by Martin Lawrence. With his old school uniform, tough guy attitude, and unforgettable one-liners, Otis became an instant fan favorite. Did the cast of Martin attend Tommy's funeral? 5. Martin's show cast attends Tommy Ford funeral photos? Yes. The main cast of the sitcom Martin, including Martin Lawrence, Taisha Campbell, Tishina Arnold, and Carl Anthony Payne too, reunited at Tommy Ford's funeral in October 2016, paying tribute to their late co-star and friend. They shared photos and heartfelt messages, noting it wasn't easy but expressing gratitude for their bond and Ford's life, with Lawrence calling him a great friend and co-star. Attendees: Martin Lawrence, Taisha Campbell, Tishina Arnold, and Carl Anthony Payne were all present. Tributes: Arnold and Payne posted photos from the service with captions like, "Today wasn't easy and we laid our brother to rest," celebrating Ford's joy and spirit. Reports Entertainment Tonight and IMDb. Martin Lawrence's statement. Lawrence told Entertainment Weekly, "Tommy was not only a great co-star, but he was a great man and friend. He always brought with him his spirituality, a positive attitude, and so much joy," according to Bet.com. Reason for funeral. Ford passed away from complications following a ruptured abdominal aneurysm. How did Tommy off of Martin pass away? AI overview. Jiao. Tommy Ford dead. Martin actor dies at 52. Tommy Ford, the actor who played Tommy Strawn on the sitcom Martin, died in October 2016 at age 52 from complications of a ruptured abdominal aneurysm. After being hospitalized in Atlanta and later taken off life support, the beloved actor, known for his role as Martin Lawrence's best friend, had been in critical condition before his passing. Cause: ruptured abdominal aneurysm. Date: October 12, 2016. Location: an Atlanta hospital. Context: he was on life support, and his family made the decision to remove him from it, leading to his death. Who is Martin Lawrence? Martin Fitzgerald Lawrence, born April 16, 1965, is an American actor and comedian. Lawrence began his career doing comedy shows, including in the Improv, after his first acting role in the sitcom What's Happening Now. What did Taisha Campbell accuse Martin Lawrence of? Harassment. In 1997, Campbell filed a lawsuit against Lawrence and charged him with repeated and escalating harassment, battery, verbal abuse, and related threats. In an interview with CBS Mornings on June 13th, Campbell was asked about the lawsuit and how that dynamic went into getting back together for the reunion. Why did Taisha leave Martin? Taisha Campbell left Martin during its 5th and final season due to a sexual harassment and abuse lawsuit she filed against co-star Martin Lawrence, alleging repeated and escalating physical and emotional abuse, sexual battery, and threats, leading her to fear for her safety and refuse to film scenes with him. Though the case was settled out of court and the show ended, Campbell and Lawrence eventually reconciled years later, even reuniting with other cast members. Details of the lawsuit and departure. Allegations: in 1997, Campbell sued Lawrence, claiming he engaged in sexual harassment, sexual battery, verbal abuse, and made violent threats against her on and off set, creating a toxic environment. Fear for safety. She accused Lawrence of an obsessive campaign of physical and emotional abuse, leading her to fear for her life. Refusal to film, Campbell refused to film scenes with Lawrence, resulting in her character, Gina, being written out for much of the final season, with scenes filmed separately. Show's end. The conflict and lawsuit contributed to the show's abrupt end after its 5th season, with Lawrence later stating he decided to end the series. Settlement. The lawsuit was settled out of court, and Campbell agreed to return for the series finale under the condition she and Lawrence wouldn't film scenes together. Later reconciliation. Years after the incident, both Campbell and Lawrence confirmed they had moved past the conflict. With Lawrence expressing love for her, they reunited with co-star Tishina Arnold for a Martin reunion special, signaling their healed relationship. Why did Martin end so abruptly? The answer is that backstage drama caused the hit show to be canceled after only 5 seasons. Did Martin and Cole get along in real life? No, Martin Lawrence Martin and Carl Payne Cole did not get along well in real life during the show's run. Experiencing significant to-war look at him, turning on camera teasing into psychological warfare, notes your web, battling demons. Payne believed Lawrence was dealing with personal struggles and battling his own demons, which contributed to the tension, per your web. Reconciliation. After years of no contact, their relationship thawed following the death of their co-star, Tommy Ford, who played Tommy Strong, in 2016, with the two reconnecting at his funeral, according to your web. Both actors have since spoken about growing and maturing, recently become even closer as they are now in-laws, with Murphy's son Eric marrying Lawrence's daughter, Jasmine. In 2025, their families are blending, and they've shared stories about their close bond, including supporting each other's careers and discussing potential future collaborations. This video shows Eddie Murphy discussing his new in-law relationship with Martin Lawrence. Key points. Long-standing friendship. They have known each other for decades, sharing a strong professional and personal bond. Family connection. In 2025, their children, Eric Murphy and Jasmine Lawrence, married, making them in-laws. Published her display name to Jasmine Lawrence Murphy. Martin Lawrence first appeared as the character Otis, also known as OL Otis, during the first season of the sitcom Martin. The character, an abrasive and overly strict security guard with a protruding belly, became a recurring favorite from the show's early years. Key episode appearances. Early seasons, Eid al-Sit. Otis appeared regularly during these seasons, often in the opening scenes of episodes. He was typically seen melodramatically, attempting to maintain order at Martin's apartment building or at local events. The Bodyguard Season 4, Episode 14. One of Otis's most prominent roles occurred in this episode, which originally aired on January 7th, 1996. In this storyline, Otis is assigned as a bodyguard for Gina and Pam after they witness a bank robbery. Absence. The character did not appear in the 5th and final season of the show. Character background. Occupation. Security guard, often referred to as a rent-a-cop. Family ties. Within the show's lore, Otis is revealed to be the maternal uncle of the main character, Martin Payne. Performance. Martin Lawrence wore a plush suit to portray the older, pot-bellied character. That's going to do it for this episode of Hollywood Insiders. We hope you enjoyed the review and look back to security guard Otis. For Martin, we ask that you support the podcast by liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for watching, and we see you in the next episode.